Hey everybody, it's Exonerated. Welcome back to the Spinalcraft server, and I've been a little busy. I had to go through and do some farming for some hoppers and some redstone and some torches and some, oh my. So what I'm doing today is I'm working some more on the pumpkin farm here that we've got going on. Haven't had, let me check my sounds. I turned off weather, but do I have? Yep, I have blocks. I don't need friendly. I always want players. They're sneaky. Okay, so at least this way we'll be able to hear when it fires off. I did go through and plant the seeds, and then I turned around and bone mealed them all up to max on both sides here. And so now I'm just going through and adding the pistons rather on this side. And so far, it's been not too bad. I was a little lower on redstone and specifically, I'm sorry, smooth stone, not redstone. I was a little low on smooth stone. I did not have enough repeaters, so I had to go make a bunch, and that's where I want it. I want it right there. All right. That was a little weird. Watch. Oh wow. Okay. I don't know. It looked funny to me. At any rate, we're all set up and live now. Yep, I'm having that kind of day. So we're all set up live here with the setup. Let's see if I can get chat shown just long enough. Oh, that's what I want. Turn on the hopper function for this and turn that back off because people say some dirty things in chat when they know you're recording. At any rate, that's pretty much the bulk of the design for the pumpkin farm. Like the netherwort farm here, it's not going to have a whole lot of prettiness on the inside, but we can do some things. We can get some work done. Obviously, first thing is I don't want a grass floor. I'm having issues walking, talking, chewing bubble gum. Good gracious. We don't want to have a dirt floor, so we'll knock some of this out here, and we'll set up to actually have a proper floor with some design to it. I only want this thing to be one high right now, but I want the walls to actually be made of jack-o'-lanterns. So this thing will have to get to doing its thing soon enough. I need to bring in some lighting so that everything works well together and stays nice and safe. And we'll get some walls going. And I think I'm going to have it open-ended. Both ends will be a door. And that way, you know, you can just, it's almost, you know, like a tunnel you could just kind of sail through. I think that'll be probably a good look for this building. It butts up a little bit against this netherwort farm, but I dug out some space for the walls for this netherwort farm when I built it, so I'm pretty comfortable with the space here. We can have our walkway just kind of going out in this direction, and then meeting up with a walkway from over here to head over that way. And who knows, we may even tie the walkway in over there. So now that I think about it, I think that's what I'm going to work on today. Let me sit this down and dump off some materials. And I'm going to go grab some stuff, and we're going to start working out a walkway. We use slabs mostly for our walkways simply because we like the way they look better. I like the recessed flooring. That's going to change some things in here, though. The slabs are going to have to step up a level, because otherwise we'll have exposed ground underneath, and that'll just be ugly. So let me go get some of that stuff, and yeah, I'll be right back. Alrighty, we're back, and let's see, we're going to start with where did those blocks go? They're still there. That's crazy. Alright, now they're gone. At any rate, we're going to start working our path over a little bit this way, and we want to connect these buildings. And I think we want to loop around the backside into the other main path. So let me dump off some of this so I can actually do some digging. I brought some glowstone with me and some other stuff so that we can set up the path the way we're used to it being, like bordered up with these little glowstone lamps kind of set up. So you can see Tyrant's done his path right here, and we're going to go ahead and finish filling this in and then kind of figure out what do we want to do to get it to go this way. And my thought process is to mimic this arch a little bit. So let's see, one there, one there, one there, and then now it needs to be on its own, and like this, and there. So is that wide enough? Yeah, we're gonna do that. So we're gonna go through, because remember, we want this path to come in through the back side of this building. And we're just gonna work our way this way. Alright. And I'm so blazingly fast, I knock holes out of my own, underneath of my own feet. That's what I mean to say. Whoops. Put that back. And let's see, we definitely need that one gone. And then this will make it the third wide. And, yep, there. And there. And that's a little notch, and then there. See what I did there? A little notch. And what I'm trying to do basically is I want to keep it 3 wide, but every time it shifts over, I want it to be 4 wide so that it doesn't feel like a choke point as bad. And I may even have to go to 5 in order to keep that from happening. But I think this has got it for the most part. And it shifts over, it's 3, and then here it's 3. Okay. Alright. And then when we step up into this building, the floor needs to be this high. And the reason, like I discussed earlier, with the floor being that high is, one, you don't want it to be spawnable, but then also, two, if I put it down at this level, we've got this dirt that we have to contend with. And I don't want to do that either. So, the other thing I'm going to have to do is come in underneath of these and pull this dirt out and replace it, because even if I were to, say, slab this, you would still have that grass spot underneath the plant there, and that would be just obnoxious. Let's see here. I want this to come out for 2 levels and then drop down. And yes, that's what I want. There we go. We'll make that mess. We'll shift that over, and then we'll just start placing slabs. Am I out of space for dirt? I am. Okay. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll just leave those there for now. Whoops. I did bring a silk touch pick with me also, so that I can go through and do the lighting. Since we're messing with glowstone, I want to be able to get it back without any loss. So that's why I brought the silk touch. And it rains non-stop in Minecraft. And it doesn't just rain, the thunder is so loud. I mean, by default, it's ridiculously loud. I don't know how anybody with any common sense thought it would be a good idea to add that much volume and intensity to the rain. It's kind of a cool element because you know, it kind of melds in the natural surroundings and all that, but at the same end, it's obnoxiously loud. Obnoxiously very, very loud. And it stops. I guess it got upset with me. That's fine. Be upset. Go to your room and sulk, little boy. Alright. We'll finish in the last of this. So we've got our path going on. Now I don't want to build too close to the wheat farm either, because Tyrant has been working out the details of the exterior, and I don't want to build so close to it that he's not able to build the exterior. Hopefully he's able to knock that out in the next couple of days, and then I'll be able to finish developing the land around here. We'll go back into our nature mode, so to speak, and build some grass, or not some grass, some water features and some trees, and set up little parks and seating. The whole area, the whole intent for the base is to have it built the same manner, where it's all very natural and tiered up and very beautified. Kind of a lot like, if you've ever seen the movie, the show Firefly. The gardens, or for that matter, any of the Star Trek movies, anytime they show the homeworld, Earth, all the buildings are very nice and polished, and then the surroundings are all very surreal, park-like, very polished look. And that's what I want to do for this whole base area. I want to be able, I'm not too worried about the dirt, I want to be able to go through and do that. And have it, you know, look phenomenal. So, let's see here. I'm going to go through and dig out. Since I've done that, we're going to put some orange clay and see if I like that. We'll do that there. Alright, how does that look from a floor perspective? Can I see? The important thing I'm worried about is, can I see the dirt? Well, that one block of dirt I got to be able to see, and the other one's not going to matter. So I can live with that. I just didn't want dirt like openly exposed there underneath of the hopper. But if I step back and I see dirt, I have to see that dirt because that's the block the pumpkin here is on. So let's see, we'll just go ahead and build this across. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and fill this in because I don't want spiders being able to spawn under here. I don't know if they can, but I don't want it. So, actually, I guess I should stick to this left side for now, since I have to knock out that soil there. That's what I wanted, right there. Okay, and done. Alright. And then, of course, we'll just continue our little floor. Alright. Sometimes a haste beacon makes it so difficult to get stuff done. I mean, not even haste, I'm sorry, speed. Just makes it so difficult to get things done. I mean, it's nice to have the speed boost, but good gracious, just you find yourself running so much you don't even want to. Alright, so we're going to come through 2 layers, like I did that on the other side, I believe. Yep, 2 layers, and then we will step down. So we're going to step down here. And I'm not going any closer than this to this building. I want to leave myself plenty of room. So let's see here. And that'll have to tear out more dirt than I want. There we go. Alright, and a little bit more, I think. Shift it over one more. Yeah, so that's how that path's going to start out. Then over here, I have this built down, but I think I want it to come out twice like this, just like the other side. Actually, I can't. It's going to have to come out once, and then like this. We just flat ran out of room to build over here, so this transition is going to be very blocky coming out, and that's just the way it's going to have to be, unfortunately. Well, does it? Actually, I might end up pushing this wall out a little bit more to give myself some room, because what I really want to do is be able to go through and push this path out further, so I think I'm going to do it that way. Plus, I got to be able to have a wall here and some transition. So the wall could be physically here, like right here, on both sides. And then this way I can transition across, but I still want my little border. So I'm going to push these 5 blocks out some. And then we're going to backfill this all in. And now that we're past where the would-be edge of the building is, we can start expanding over this way and meeting up with the other side. This way. And again, we don't want to get too terribly close to the building because we want Tyrant to be able to do his thing. He will have to work this out. This portion right here, I don't really feel like I can come out in any other direction. I can push this out a little bit more, but I don't want to go out too far with it. So let's see here. We'll come out like this and this, and then we will step down. Yep, I might have to do a little bit of work here, unfortunately. Alright, and then we're going to... Alright, there we go. Then we're going to step down to our final level, which is going to be right here. I want this going as well. So we got a nice smooth transition going across, and then we can run over. And then, of course, this will have to be 3 wide. Alright, that's 3 wide. That needs to go back a little bit. I don't want to get any closer to the beacon than I already am there. And let's see. That's what I want to do. Ender Pearl right into a block. Dirt right there. And then let's see, we're 3 wide there. I'm just measuring the gap now. I want to make sure, like I was saying earlier, that I'm consistent all the way across. And there. And let's see, that's right, that's right, that's right. This comes out a little wide, so we can bring that back. Whoops. Too much bringing back. That's back, and that's back. So there, this will be our path coming from the Netherwart farm. We'll just curl right across and run over that way and meet up with the platform. Now to connect this one, I think we're just going to keep it simple. Yep, we're just going to keep it simple and go this way. Straight back to it. It's already 3 wide here. We got plenty of room for the border of the Netherwart building if we do it this way. And then that leaves plenty of room on the outside for him to build that facade for that building. And I'm out of space. Let's do this. Pick up the dirt. A little bit of frame rate lag, but it will be okay. Yep. And I'm going to fill in the rest of this, and I'll be back in a moment. Alright, I'm back. And so what I've done is I've kind of set up some lighting a little bit. I use the same lighting that I have at all the other walkways everywhere. Just to lead out, these are the tiers that were completed rather a couple episodes ago. And I've just gone through and placed some random lighting along. I'll light it more in earnest when we actually start working on the landscape around here. For instance, I'd love to have like a wooden border along these paths in the back here. This area is kind of turning into the de facto crops area. And so in that vein, I'd really like to take the paths away from the hardened clay that I have over here and kind of put these like wooden beams running along it. I think it'll make it a lot easier too to segue into having the little parks and the vegetation and, you know, maybe a small pond right here, or a water feature that kind of runs along. So that's pretty much where I'm going with that. I did manage to push this walkway out some so that we can have our 3 wide path. I think it transitions smoothly. I've got the lighting here up in the middle. Might widen this still a little bit in some places because it feels a little choky. I also pushed this end out a little bit, again, just to kind of give us the segue. And this definitely feels like a choke point. Let me grab some slabs here. Yeah, this definitely feels like a choke point. I think I need to widen it out a little bit more right there. Yeah, that's better. There we go. Now we have a nice smooth transition. And then when we transition over into the wheat farm here, we can just continue right across. Over in this direction, we're going to have a tree farm down over in this open valley. And once we start getting that all set up, then we'll have a path coming across here and leading down into it. And that path will probably carry over towards the automated tree farm here and the wheat farm that for some reason is not loading. I wonder if I can... There we go. So that path will kind of carry on along to the sugarcane farm and then the automated tree farm. And then our mining operation that's back over there where we're doing the majority of our mining for our materials, that'll be the direction we go. Hey, buddy. Oh, I don't have any arrows on me or I'd shoot you. So at that rate, that's all for today. It's a little bit of a short episode. Just wanted to kind of brush up, show you some of the things that we've been doing. Really excited about the pumpkin farm. I can't wait until we start getting a large number of pumpkins. We've already got 15 going so far. Probably going to AFK here a bit. I want to do the walls out of pumpkins, or at least jack-o'-lanterns, so it stays lit up. I've done that in the past. I think it looks really neat. And you definitely know from the map, hey, that's a pumpkin farm. So that being said, I want to thank you all for watching. Come back and see us next time when we play with pumpkins. Talk to you all later. Bye-bye.